It is the 31st century, and mankind is once again at war. The battlefields of the future are dominated by huge robotic war machines known as battle mechs.
Captain Chryson, emergency order change. Cease your current patrol and proceed at once to uploaded nav point. Unknown enemy forces have downed a supply airship. In attempt to save the vessel, the crew jettisoned its drop early. Supplies have fallen near enemy lines. Recover as much of the supplies as possible. Deny their use to the enemy. Be aware that the crew reported spotting a group of large enemy mechs. Be advised enemy forces may contain heavy or assault units. Recovery or elimination of supplies is primary concern. The invaders cannot be allowed to use our own equipment against us. Good luck, Captain. The members of Clydesdale Land stared warily at the burning wreck of the airship as they passed by the crash site. Captain Chryson ordered radio silence as he used his battle mech sensors to home in on the supply drop's automated beacon. Zooming in on a hill in the distance, Captain Chryson finally laid eyes on a large box with a parachute blowing wildly in the wind. The other crates could not be far. He had hopes they could recover the supplies and escape before the Koreans would even notice. His hopes were soon dashed as his sensors picked up unknown contacts in the distance. The report of the airship crew had been accurate. 2 heavy and 2 assault battle mechs were closing in on him and the supply crates he had been sent to retrieve. Turn 1. The Cyclops runs up on the nearest crate. The Marauder walks forward. The Thunderbolt runs up to take cover behind the hill. The Guillotine walks up, getting into position to pick up a crate. The Victor runs forward, as does the Cataphract and Battlemaster. The Stalker runs towards the hill in front of him. The Guillotine holds fire, unable to get a clear view around the hill in front of him. The Thunderbolt fires indirectly on the Victor with its LRMs, but misses. The Stalker unloads both his LRM-10s at the Battlemaster, but misses with all of the missiles. The Marauder fires a PPC at the Cyclops, but the shot goes wide. The Cyclops fires on the approaching Victor with his LRM-10, but cannot hit the assault mech. The Victor's weapons do not have the range to fire on anyone. The Cataphract fires his AC-10 and PPC at the Cyclops, hitting it in the right leg with his autocannon. Turn 2. The Victor runs towards the Cyclops. The Stalker walks up the hill to get a better view. The Battlemaster walks forward toward his Lance leader in the Cyclops. The Cyclops walks up on the crate, preparing to pick it up while the Guillotine reaches down and picks up the crate with his hand-equipped arm. The Cataphract walks forward, as does the Marauder. The Thunderbolt walks around the hill to challenge the Marauder. The Marauder fires both PPCs at the Thunderbolt, hitting it in the left torso and left leg. The Thunderbolt pilot sees he will be unable to make it to the crate in time. He lines up his large laser and fires on the crate, slagging its contents. Then he unleashes a volley of LRMs at the Marauder, but misses. The Stalker fires both LRM launchers at the Battlemaster and one of his large lasers. Some of the missiles connect along with the laser. The Battlemaster fires his PPC and medium lasers at the Victor, but misses. The Cyclops fires his AC-20 and medium lasers at the Victor. The lasers miss, but the massive autocannon connects with the Victor squarely in the center torso, ripping away nearly all the armor protecting the vital components within. Captain Chryson struggles to keep his Victor under control after taking the autocannon 20 hit. He manages to stay standing and returns fire with his AC-20 and a pair of medium lasers. The AC-20 slams into the Cyclops' left leg, destroying the leg's armored shell. The internal structure rips away, finding a weak link in the actuator. The 90-ton assault mech steps back, bending the damaged structure. The support gives way and the leg twists and shears off the frame. The Cyclops tumbles. The guillotine holds his fire, plotting his escape with his prize. The Cataphract fires on the Battlemaster with his PPC and AC-10, the PPC connecting with the Assault Mech's left arm. Turn 3. The guillotine backs away with its crate. The Cataphract walks up on the Battlemaster. The Stalker descends the hill, continuing towards the Draconis mechs. Captain Chryson hesitantly continues forward, wary of the scraps of armor still protecting his victor's center torso. The Marauder walks forward as the Thunderbolt backs away. Lance Leader Tai Honda calls for a withdrawal as he crawls, trying to take cover behind the hill. The Battlemaster backs away, aiming to take cover behind a nearby hill. The Stalker fires on the Battlemaster with his LRMs, hitting it with some of the missiles. The Victor opens up on the Battlemaster with his AC-20 and medium lasers. This time the AC-20 misses, but the medium lasers hit the right arm. The Guillotine fires a shot with his large laser at the Victor, but misses. The Cataphract fires on the Battlemaster again with his AC-10 and PPC, the autocannon hitting it in the right arm. Following his Lance Leader's orders, the Battlemaster unleashes his PPC at a crate sitting on top of a nearby hill. Destroying the crate, he snaps his crosshairs back to the Victor, firing 2 medium lasers, hitting the mech in the center torso, removing more of the now paper-thin armor. The Thunderbolt fires his LRMs at a crate, destroying it, but missing with his large laser on the Marauder. The Cyclops fires on the Victor with his AC-20 and a medium laser. The AC-20 smashes into the Victor's right leg, heavily damaging it. Turn 4. The Thunderbolt backs away, leaving the combat zone. The Cyclops continues to crawl away while pointing his AC-20 at any mech chasing him. The Marauder backs away, looking for a new target. The Battlemaster again tries to hide behind the hill, looking to set up an escape. Captain Chryson leaps his damaged Victor away from the AC-20 pointing at him. He calls out for his mechs to pull back and protect the one remaining crate. The Guillotine flees, securing a crate and its contents for the Dyrian regulars. The Stalker backs away with his Lance Leader. The Cataphract pilot senses a kill. Ignoring his orders, he runs up on the fleeing Battlemaster. The Battlemaster unloads all his short-range weapons on the approaching Cataphract, hitting it with 2 medium lasers and some missiles from his SRM-6. The Cataphract returns fire with his AC-10 and 2 medium lasers, hitting the Battlemaster in the left leg. The remaining mechs hold their fire as Captain Chryson orders the Cataphract back. Turn 5. Captain Chryson holds back his mechs rather than risking them and his one remaining crate chasing down the routed Draconis mechs. The Battlemaster backs away in defeat as the crippled Cyclops also crawled its way out of the combat zone while desperately calling for reinforcements. Aftermath. Captain Chryson retrieved the one remaining crate and fled with his mech warriors back to base. After submitting his after-action report, he sighed nervously. He hoped command would be understanding. While he had preserved his lance's combat strength, he had managed to retrieve only a single crate, while the Caridans had escaped with at least some of the supplies. He replayed the encounter in his mind. He could have unleashed his lance mates to follow the downed Cyclops and the fleeing Battlemaster. Who knows what would have happened if they had split up? He could only hope his superiors agreed with his evaluation. Meanwhile, at the Draconis base, Tai Honda celebrated a victory. They had stolen supplies from the dishonorable Davians and destroyed nearly all the remaining, denying their use to their foe. Their weak enemies' cowardice had allowed them to escape, when a true warrior would have gladly sacrificed themselves to deal a crushing blow to their enemies. Tai Honda looked forward to his next mission. Soon the samurai way would lead his men to victory.